What is up, everyone? This is Dre. Dre Trades Suck. That shit I titled the video, man. Dre Trades Suck. Just suck. This is a bad day. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say today. Man, I picked a bias, okay? I am so convinced that this market is going down, and I'm tired of trading. I'm tired of it. So, and it was probably bad timing, but I'm just like, F it, because I brought long October S&P SPX puts, put spreads and puts. And those are like 10 times the index. So those are big boys, all right? And I just want to set it and forget it. I'm looking at the market trying to come down a little bit now, but still up big. Timing was probably off. You probably don't want to do that with the VIX at 24 or whatever. But, man, I thought we was even going down today. So I thought I can collect some profits, maybe get out tomorrow, and then put the trade back on. I thought the pop this morning would totally be faded. Just faded. People just out. But, nah. It happened. It happened a little bit. Here I got the... This is the futures, the ES, okay? And you can see it's right here. This line right here is 930. We'll go ahead and just kind of zoom in on it. And this is where it opened, if you follow the stock market. And for the most part, we popped in the beginning and it was just down. I sold... overnight session, I did some overnight trading. I bought like 50 of the triple Qs because I saw the index, which was a great trade, and I sold it at the opening. And I even made a futures trade in the middle of the night. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna trade some futures." The market is ripping. Made $400, right? So I'm just feeling hot. Yesterday, I was trading futures, man. I was calling every up, down, up, down, up, down. Boy, I made a nice penny yesterday. I'm like, this shit is easy. It's easy. Yeah. Today, nah. A little different. Today. So you see, all right, this is it, man. I'm trying to catch the big one. And we're not really doing nothing but gyrating. And actually, when you look at this is pretty easy trading. We're just down, up, down. But when you think you can catch the big one, you're not really expecting the rips, the little rips and the little dips. I was just waiting for the big move. I think. I don't know. It's not like I know how to do this anyway. So anyway, I'm getting chopped up. Look at the pink line, which is my 50, okay? And you can see for the most part, it's sideways to slightly down, right? And the blue line, which is the 9, it's just wavily, basically still sideways, going sideways, meaning you can't make no money. You can't make no money doing that, especially if you're trading futures. You need big moves up, big moves down. It's that simple. So, Cashmatic, what's up, man? How much you buying and selling for? How much you buying and selling for? Milk-tastic TV. I don't understand the question. So when it got to here, right? What is this, about 1 o'clock? You can see the market starts to rip. Oh shit! I got the wrong damn graph on. There, right? What the? Come on! See, I'm still right there. Look at the trend, right? That's the move I was waiting for all day long. That's it. That's the move right there. I was waiting for that. But before it got there, I got so fed up right here because I was just calling it wrong. Up, selling when I was buying, selling. The total opposite. I told you, you just fade me and you'll make money. Fade me. So anyway, about time it got here in the move that I was looking for, I don't care if it was up or down, man. I just knew we was gonna come out of this range. But I thought down. It's like, I just like, nah, I don't trust it. I'm looking at it go up. Nah, this ain't it. Yeah. And then I'm like, about here, time is here. I'm like, oh shit, I missed it. Just like, and And that's that. So we ripped up today. My puts lost money. My day trading lost money. So it was just a bad day. Yesterday I made great money, and it's almost like a wash if you count yesterday and today. So that sucks. That sucks, man. So I need to not do that. I need to focus on what I do the best. So I don't know. And I'm picking a direction. So it's so volatile. Puts is high. I mean, options is high. I have a bias. Always had this short bias, even though I like being long. And when I get directional, I totally mess up. When I start listening to that news, listening to that media, it just fucks me up. So let's pull up the SPY. Yeah, I got the 2 minutes up and change it to the weekly. Look at that. It's actually we gapped down. This is the weekly, okay? So it's only Tuesday. It's a little early to kind of look at that candle, but let's say it was the end of the week. That's actually a good candle to rally off of and fill the gap and maybe even come up to test the high, not can actually get there and then maybe go back down. But I'm almost thinking, we're going straight down. I know we're not going straight down. But look, the stochastic is, if you look at the monthly, let's look at the monthly. This is why I bought way out. Monthly almost don't look, if you didn't know what was going on in the news, right? And you look at the monthly, just like, it's a little volatile, but still going up. Everything's up. But what's going on, the trade war, the currency war, it's like, oh man, nah, it's going down. This is it. This is the big one. Disney reports after the bell. We get to see what happens with them. All right, Milktastic TV. How much are the stock you buying? How much are you selling? Well, it depends, because I'm, with the futures, I was buying futures, so buying and selling futures, which was, 2,000. I just be like buy, sell. What is it? $2,875. I think margin, you need about $8,000 to trade it. So for every one, you need about 8,000, something like that. Every time you buy or sell, anytime one contract. And if you hold it overnight, you need a whole bunch more than that. So you have to be flat by the end of the trading day. And then, like Disney, let's say Disney is 104. I trade options, there's 100. If you would buy 100 shares, it'd be $14,000, but look at Disney. It's like it's like the market was never down. It's just damn near floating right at the all-time high. It's unbelievable. So if they report good earnings today, does it rip up? Does it gap up 10%? In this kind of market, maybe. Or maybe it's kind of bad and people go, and they start selling it off. And maybe because Disney is a Dow component, I believe, and maybe it triggers another wave of the sell-off, I was in some Amazon trying to play a quick bounce, and for the most part I did. It didn't make as much money as I wanted to, and so this was the options. I think I was in because Milktastic. I think the options for this particular trade, and I'll show you exactly how much this one cost, because when I was over here trading I think I had a call. It was about $2,000, right? To say it's $23, it's times that by 100. So it's about 2,000, 3,000, something like that. And I just tried to get a quick trade, try to get that pop because I knew the market was going to pop. So I did have a good overnight trade in the QQQs. I had a good Amazon trade. It didn't make as much as I wanted to. So I bought the calls. And then at the end of the day, I spreaded it. So that kind of limited my profitability because I thought I was going to hold it throughout the week. But I was like, since the market was selling off this, I didn't want to hold it. I just sold the position and maybe only made like $100 or something like that. I was very disappointed. But, I made money. So it was all good. And then now it's kind of, it's if you look at it, see, it's flat. So the market's up 200 points. But, the big boys didn't do nothing. That's Amazon. Let's look at Apple. Yeah, look at that. This is the 5-minute chart. This is today, right? Get off of there. Get off of there. Yeah. Here's today. Let's zoom in on that and just kind of talk, right? There's today. It's kind of flat. Didn't do much. It's up. Well, it's up 1.75. But, no, it's up. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that back. It gapped up, kind of held it. Where we at? 196. And, that's not bad. Yeah, it did. It was up here, 122, whatever it was. So I guess that is bad. I was going to say, that's not bad. I think this is possibly a good time to nibble an Apple. But, if this trade war gets bad, if it gets worse, Apple's they're going to pay a price. They're going to pay a price for making that stuff over there in China. And if we go into a recession, less, people start cutting services. I'm going to tell you what can get hit hard. Facebook and Google. And nobody's talking about it because these are advertising. If we do go into a recession, these are advertising businesses. The first thing that businesses cut back on is their advertising budget. Okay, so these will get hit hard. That is Facebook, and Google's the other one with the great earnings report. I think it almost came down back before earnings. It's almost back into reality land. Yeah, so it almost recaptured, yesterday, it almost recaptured all of that 100-point gain, which was a real good entry, but not necessarily if we're going lower. You see what I mean? So in relative to the day before, yeah, great entry, but to the future, is it? You need to be a long-term hold, not a trader of it, because that's when you can make the money off of it. But if what they're saying is true, this leads to doom and gloom. It's probably still too high. Gold is still ripping. What's up with that? Okay, if everything, so we bounced today. Gold is, I was hoping it was going to be down today, but because I do want to get like a nice little long-term position. I've been wanting to enter this position ever since I got out of it, and I just can't get back in because it's up every day. But I know soon as I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just buy it. That's when it's going to go down. It's going to go down 5%, 10, just like. So I'm waiting. I'm just trying to wait patiently. I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for me to wait for it just to, so I don't be that top tick. I don't want to be the person that top ticked it. I want to wait, I want a good price. So, but it's going up every day. That gray area is the breakout area. I've been having that on my chart for forever. See, look at this, broke out of there. This is multi-year breakout. That means this thing will run. When gold runs, it's generally the economy's not doing that well. Okay, that's why people, the dollar, gold. I'll tell you something. I don't want nobody's gold bars for nothing. Go ahead and keep your gold bars. If it comes worse, come to worse, you give me some water, some guns, and some shelter. Keep your gold. What am I gonna do with that? So anyway, yeah, that's what's gonna be. Look at the volume in here. I mean, this is a good trade if you can get into that long term. Because it has been ripping, so it could easily just pull back, 5, and that's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting patiently for it. All right, so yeah, so I was trading a few. I had a good day yesterday, just bad day today. Just didn't even want to make this video. It's like, gosh, don't want to make this video, but I try to get on here every day. Yes, so. I'm making a video. What time is it? 3:44. I don't know how. I'm like, is this market is it gonna rip into the close? It is. It looks like we're gonna close at or near the high. It's only got 15 minutes to go. We're damn near right there. So yeah, it's not a bad day. So how high do we go? Is everybody going to have it all wrong? Is there going to be a new tweet that comes out saying, hey, we got a trade deal, we're going to, all that stuff. We're going to China and we're going to sign a trade deal. Everything looks good. 2 days later, 25% tariffs coming in, it's like, what's going on? You just said everything looks good. So China to devaluing their currency. We label them a currency manipulator. What does that mean? Now what? I mean, we can't really be lowering our interest rates to devalue our dollar. I mean, for that reason. So so if their dollar is cheap, I'm learning economics here. It kind of makes the tariffs not too bad, I guess. And I guess so. If we raise tariffs, they keep lowering their dollar. I don't know. It's like, okay, all right. It's like something you can't win, right? I don't know if Trump realized how China plays. It's not traditional like we play. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm learning this stuff. It's economics. All right, so what are you guys trading? So thanks, hey Milktastic TV. Thanks for checking me out, man. Appreciate you, man. Cashmatic, of course. Yeah, what are you trading? Any questions? Y'all can always hit me up on Dre Trades, Twitter. Hopefully have a better day. I still think the market is headed lower. Okay, I just do. All right, but I don't think I'm gonna be convinced until we get to a new all-time highs. I think that's my little cutoff. We'll see. But today was not bad action. A lot of people's wanting that swoosh down, right? You want the bloodbath opening. You want Dow futures down 1,000 points, and like, and it just totally rips from there, and that kind of gets the weekends out. But we opened up big today and we stayed up, so is that the bottom sometimes? I don't know. But, it's not the traditional type bottom where people's scared and the weak hands get out and the strong hands stay in and make all the money. So generally we need to see that, but not all the time. So be ready for that kind of opening. It's still a news-related market, so any tweet, news, whatever, come up, we could still be down regardless what the technicals say. If we going down and we keep springing back up, that's probably a good sign. If it can't stay down, if you know what I mean. Disney might be a good thing after the market. So is Wynn. I think Wynn reports after the market. I own Wynn. Just looking at this, it looks like it's going to go up because it's down so much. It's already down. It was, just a few days ago, it was 139. It's at a 111. How bad could it be? But if I remember, Las Vegas Sands had a bad earnings. You could see, I think Wynn went down because of Macau. I think wasn't doing well, and they just boom, So we see what Wynn has to do. Reason why I like Vegas because generally, it's a good stock when the economy's doing well. It's a good stock, but if you look over here, the yield is 5.66%, man. So you're making a nice little nickel just holding it, and look at it. Sometimes you get some good growth out of this thing just by holding it, and you're making 5.5% on the yield. But it can get volatile. If the economy goes weak, this will. Nobody's gonna gamble, right? So, and that's what will happen to these kind of stocks. But it's something that you could kind of hold on to, accumulate, because the yield is so good, and for the most part, that's what it does, right? And you'll have your moments. Look what happened here in 2008. Just boom, right? Because everybody was making their money selling them houses and stuff and going to Vegas and Macau and spending all that money. $158 stock all the way down to $4. Can you imagine earning Sands for $4? $4. I'm telling you, that this is the buying moment of a lifetime. But you know what? It's so hard to pull the trigger then. It's so hard. It's like, oh yeah, I'm buying. Boy, it seemed like the end of the world when that was going on. Like, I ain't buying shit. I don't care if it's $2. Right? It seemed like the end of the world. So it's hard to pull the trigger there. Because about time you pulled out your money because you was scared, lost half it. You probably didn't do it till like halfway. So and then when it gets down even another half, you're probably like, oh, hell no, I'm out. I ain't ever mess with stocks ever again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Instagram, man. Dre Trades on Instagram. There's my little logo right there on the bottom corner. Right there. Right there. For Instagram and Twitter. At Dre Trades. I don't post too much on Instagram. I post on Twitter, though. But I get the alerts and they come to my phone. Anyway, all right, so that's it. Let's see what Disney does, and because they might be able to pull the market even higher, right? Because see what they does there. The market it ran. This was when you pull up this hourly and you look at this. And one thing I just totally remembered because I traded in the middle of the night, but then I forgot. Like that swoosh we was down like 400 or 500 points in the middle of the night. And then I woke, it was almost time for the market to open, and then we was up. So that was your swoosh, right? It just happened in the overnight session. I don't have that here, but you almost can kind of see it here just from last night's action, yesterday's action, and today's action. So that's not bad. We could build off of that, but when we get up here, it's going to be trouble. These people... I mean, this thing gapped down 500 points. These people are ready to sell. Look at them. They're like, oh, as soon as he gets here, I am out. But let's see if it can get. Let's see if it fills that gap. Let's just see what happens, man. Look at all that volume. All right, so thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody. I usually do this every day. Hit me up, Dre Trades on Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe. You know the deal. And I am out. I see y'all. Good trading. Thanks for watching. Peace.